What's up, friend? My name is Taylor and welcome to my channel where we talk about modern sacred sexuality, practical tantra, and how to incorporate all this stuff into your daily life. Today, I want to talk about what to do after you have an ejaculation. And this is specifically in the context of people who are practicing semen retention or some sort of sexual energetic practice. I got an email a couple days ago from a guy who asked me this question, and basically in his email he said, "Taylor, I noticed that after I ejaculate, I usually go into this sort of downward emotional spiral and I get stuck and I start thinking negative thoughts about myself and I have a really hard time being productive. Do you have any advice? Like, what can I do?" And this is an experience that a lot of guys can relate to. I've definitely had this experience many times. I'm guessing that you watching this have probably had this experience and you've probably wondered, like, what the hell is going on? Like, what can you do about that? Surely this amazing thing that feels so good, surely there's another way, right? And so I want to give you right now something else to try after you have an ejaculation. And I did this last night. So last night I chose to ejaculate during a self-pleasure practice. And it felt amazing. It felt really good. And immediately afterwards, I noticed the same sort of thing come up in my mind. Like, I started thinking about my life. I started thinking about plans for the future and all this stuff I wanted to create. And then I remembered, oh yeah, this is not actually the time to be doing that. This is not the time to be thinking about life plans. This is not the time to be doing major self-reflection. This is not the time to be looking at your shit. This is the time to be really diving deep into the relaxation, into the bliss, into the ease and the release that comes from ejaculation. This is not the time to get up and immediately start doing stuff. Generally speaking, in some of the traditions that I've studied, they say that these moments after an ejaculation are beautiful and can be incredibly generative too, just like semen retention can be and having non-ejaculatory orgasms, but it's a different kind of generative. So what I did last night was that each time I started noticing myself going into these self-reflective thoughts or thinking about the future or plans, I immediately took a deep breath and then relaxed more. And I tried to sink more into this the release. I let my system easily relax more and more and more, and I sunk into the bed and I went deeper and deeper into that state, into that space of release and ease, and it was magical. The deeper I went, the more magical it became. And allowing myself and allowing my system to have this deep ease and this deep reset, it was so nourishing. It was so nourishing for me. It was so nourishing. And it didn't leave me feeling today, it didn't leave me feeling depleted, it didn't leave me feeling in a state of brain fog. And there's this part of me that's curious, oh, maybe if I intentionally go into that space every time after I have an ejaculation, maybe that's part of the regeneration process, or it can be, you know? So I know it's not always practical and possible to do that, but I really want to encourage you to try this. Next time you have an ejaculation, really try to focus on relaxing as much as possible, if you can, for at least a half hour afterwards, and really let your system sink into that ease. And don't think about your life, don't think about your problems, don't think about what you're gonna do tomorrow or anything. If you notice yourself starting to have a thought, just take a deep breath and allow yourself to sink more into that spaciousness, that release, that magic that happens after you've had an ejaculatory orgasm. It can be beautiful. It really can. So try this. Let me know in a comment below how it goes for you, and we can learn from each other. Yeah, I'm really curious to hear from you, and this is experimental for me too right now. So let's learn from each other. I hope you have a beautiful day wherever you are. Subscribe if you want more videos like this, and I will see you next time. Cheers!